Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I had up alone, I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Wagwan people, Lumini here, back here with another episode of Sunderland Save here on my channel. We are starting this episode off with a match in the round of 32 of the FA Cup against Nottingham Forest. I did say we were splitting this and then completing Feb, but I don't know 100% if that's what we're going to do. We're going to see how things go in the transfer window. If there's not a lot of transfer business, which like I said at the moment is looking unlikely, I have got some free agents and stuff scouting, so that might change. But if there's not a lot of business, then we may do the other games in February. We may just do the two. But like I said, we are going to start things off with a game against Nottingham Forest in this one. We had a bit of an up and down episode last time out. We obviously drew the first FA Cup game, but then won the sim replay. We then struggled against Liverpool, but then bounced back with a win against West Ham. So I think we probably won the games we were expected to. We lost the game that, like I said, I wasn't expecting to beat Liverpool anyway, but we did actually play well enough that I thought maybe we could, but it didn't end up being that way. It is what it is. Like I said, another FA Cup game coming up here, which means we will be rotating the team. I will be changing things to that. Sorry, my brain. I'm struggling to focus and talk at the same time. We will be changing to the 3-back that we played before, because I think I'm kind of trying to utilize it a little bit, just to see kind of how it does. So yeah, let's get into this one. Like I said, cup run isn't something that I'm like hell-bent on. If we do just naturally manage to progress, then cool, I'm happy with that. But it is what it is if we don't. Joe Gelhardt, 3 goals in 3 games. Like I said, has stepped up well in the absence of Ross Stewart. Joe Gelhardt, have been quite impressed with his goal scoring. As it's the cup, we're not going to bother waiting for the team lineups. We're just going to get straight into it and see if we can take, or if we can advance, should I say. I was going to say take points, but I just remembered it's the cup. So Manuel Dennis, a major part of the Nottingham Forest attack right now. Mitrovic going to win the header. Etienne Green's going to be there to save, though. Whoever that was in the centre probably should have been doing a little bit better to get to the ball there. Can we win the header from the corner? We can. Ferguson. Maybe he's going to find Diamond there. Into Gelhardt, who gets the opportunity. It's blocked on the line, I think. Knocked down to Diamond's. The volley here. Jack Diamond cannot keep his volley down. Good bit of control, actually, to be fair, from Jack Diamond. It was a hard angle with him getting closed down by Kouyaté. Actually, he doesn't call it, even though we keep him pinned in the corner, and then we win the throw. Don't know about that from the referee. Billings got the chance in here. Hits the outside of the post. How does Kouyaté make that tackle? Getting even closer now. Philip Billing hitting the outside of the post. Gelhardt back to Billing. Is that not a foul? Press the keeper here. Oh. It's only 1 minute of added time. That will see us into half-time. Pretty even game so far, to be fair. We have hit the post with Philip Billing. He probably should have done a little bit better with the opportunity. But it is 0-0 going into half-time. That we advance, then we take it. But if we don't, we're not going to be upset. Vertson down the middle has got his first opportunity here. Oh, Vertson.
What a chance that was.
He has such a good opportunity there. The touch does take him a bit wide. He tries to pull it back across and he pulls it too far.
And they'll surely win the game.
Going to actually put Nelson Semedo here now in case they go the same again. It's going to be Amad Diallo to clear it. And we've seen Vertson have these opportunities before. This time he's got a bit more work to do up against his defender, but he will use that pace and go round. Your Vertson. No! Again, he can't finish the opportunity.
Emmanuel Dennis. Strong play here.
Brian actually rolled
magnificent defending.
Billing there, which I wasn't expecting. Richie, can he play through Vertson for his third opportunity to finish the game for us? Your Vertson in the 90th minute in added time. Third opportunity to wrap up the tie for us. Might have just done it.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how
it's another classic Your Vertson counter-attack through one-on-one with the keeper. The keeper he missed one good save, but this time he says, I'm giving it. I don't know what that means. He's putting no doubt there. Your Vertson finishes it off one-on-one with the keeper. 2 matches, 2 goals. Could have sent us through to the next round as well, Vertson. Unless Forest goes straight up the other end and score, which has happened to me before and wouldn't necessarily be too surprising. Vertson might have another late opportunity here, though. Oh, almost gets on it, actually. Keeper surely has to send this one. It does. To Philip Billing, and we will see ourselves advance with that last minute goal from Vertson. Absolutely massive from him. Like I said, he had 3 good opportunities to send us through, and what is important aren't the missed ones, but the ones that you do score. Your Vertson, super sub once again. We've seen him do it before. Big for us in the cup. I'm not going to give a special card for this one. I did contemplate maybe doing a man of the match for this one if we did win, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to leave it how it is, that we do advance through. That is quite nice. I mean, we're on a mini cup run. It's not a great cup run, but it's a tiny one, so we take those. So unfortunately, still no transfer business as of yet. We have had a couple scout reports come back now, but still nothing really that we can act upon. What I do need to do for the team, though, is switch. I kind of want to keep Daniel on the bench at least. I've been a big fan of Daniel. Oh no. I want to sign both these guys, but I don't think I have the money to. That may be something that we need to look into trying to do. The problem is, as much as I do want to sign them, I also feel like we need to still re-sign Gelhardt. So if we had the money to re-sign anyone or sign someone on a free, I think I would prioritise probably bringing Gelhardt back next season for sure over signing Brandon Williams or Loftus-Cheek on a free. But that's something we need to think about. But at the moment, we have to think about the Everton game, because that's what we're about to get into now. Because I don't think any relegation team will ever get near that. Patterson, Tarkowski, Keane, Dimitri and Miolenko at the back. Sarr, Fofana, Onana, Vlasic behind Gerard Moreno. They've got Gabriel Martinelli here. What the hell? Why is Martinelli not playing for them? They've got a pretty insane squad, to be fair. That's a lot better team than I thought this Everton side would have. Keep up with Onana a bit. Pace-wise, they're a little bit off, but physicality-wise... Oh, shit, I thought that was going to be a penalty then. It's a good save. I didn't expect the shot to go through for one, but when I saw Fofana's legs get wiped out a little bit, I was like, that's about to be a penalty.
Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes.
We can get out wide, sure, but we can't actually do much of that out wide because they're kind of matching us man for man. However, I say that's a great cross. How has Jordan Pickford saved
That
that?
sort of distance, that's a wonderful save.
That's absolutely, I have to say, incredible goalkeeping from Pickford, because Diallo made a great run. Oh, but Dennis Serkin, a man who hasn't scored many goals for us at all this season, gets himself a goal from a corner. Not where I expect Dennis Serkin to score from, to be honest.
Well, here you can see it again.
As I was just saying, it's an amazing save from one header from Amad Diallo. Dennis Serkin, arguably an easier chance for Jordan Pickford to save, I would say. First goal of the season for Dennis Serkin from a corner. Not something I expected. Josh Brown was going to break the press here with a good sprint out.
Who can he play it to?
Into the feet of Vertson. Can Vertson switch this one to Semedo? He can. It's not a great touch from Semedo, but it does go around his man. Inside to Joe Gelhardt, who's going to blast one. It's going to fall again. Oh, it's fallen all over the place, but Pickford does manage to get his hands on it. What's McCallum doing there? McCallum, what are you doing? Is he offside? Thank God. Sam McCallum there really tried to play against us. He dropped deep twice. I don't know why he dropped deep in the first one, because Semedo was playing his man offside. I'll bring Richie on. Make 3 changes just to run down the clock a little bit, take up some time,
and they're making a change
and shore things up a little bit. I know it's a bit risky taking off Billing with them going to punt the ball long, but I'm hoping that McCallum and Colwell can get onto the end of those, and they can there. Play this one forward. Should be the last motion of the game, and it is. It was a bit of a hectic game. We do manage to snatch a goal and walk away with the win. To be fair, I think we could have had more, so I think the win is kind of deserved. Maybe not fully. I think it's quite an even game, if I do say so myself. Quite a evenly contested game. To be fair, this Jordan Pickford save, I think we should have scored this header. It's an absolutely obscene save from Pickford, but then to score from the corner, I guess it's kind of fair enough. I am going to give the inform to the man who scored, Dennis Serkin. He's the one who gets us the win. It's a good ball in from the corner from Vertson. But Dennis Serkin will get his inform. Congratulations, Dennis. So we now open up a 5-point gap over the team that we play next game in February, which is Manchester United. We are only a point behind Spurs and Wolves as well in 6th place. It is kind of crazy that we're competing up that end of the table, if I'm honest. We are almost at deadline day, so we will do deadline day and then we will see what else we've got going on. Hopefully a bit of transfer business after these trainings. So Watford have come in with a pre-contract proposal for Luko 9. I'm kind of okay with letting him go, to be honest. I don't think, unfortunately, he's going to get a lot of playtime in the Prem. We are on deadline day. We still haven't had any sales, so money-wise, there just isn't a lot that I can do right now. I've checked free agency. There's no one really who's looking like someone who we could bring in and be like, actually have an impact on the team. There's a couple of young lads that I saw, but like they're not better than what we have. So to me, it seems a bit stupid to bring them in, considering they probably wouldn't start for us. So I don't really see the point. Basically, what I'm waiting to see is if we have any transfer offers come in on deadline day for players that we're willing to let go, we may flip them and then see if we can make a signing. If not, unfortunately, it will be a very, very boring deadline day, which is not something I wanted, but unfortunately, we just don't have the money to do the business right now. Luko 9 will be leaving to join Watford, which, like I said, is fine. We've got a transfer offer coming here for Sam McCallum plus Pascal Gross. If I'm honest, I'm not interested in letting McCallum go at all at the moment. He's our captain and also had a little bit of a iffy time, but has been one of our best players. So yeah, we're not going to let him go. still advancing to see if we get anyone come in for players that we're willing to let go. So an interesting one. We have a transfer offer come in here for Jack Clark. It's a tough one for me with Clark because I do still like him and want him around the team. But if we can get a decent bit of money for him, I definitely would debate letting him go. I think they're probably just going to walk out on this, if I'm honest. Yeah. It's not looking very positive for signings, boys. That's all I'll say. Another transfer offer coming in for Sam McCallum. But like I said, I'm not letting my captain go in January. That just isn't something I really want to do. Yeah, unfortunately, ladies and gents, it just isn't going to happen. We just haven't got an offer that I like. We haven't got the money to make a signing that I think will impact the squad enough. It might be a bit annoying because I know people like to see signings, and obviously we still needed signings, but I just don't really see the point in bringing in a player at the moment that just isn't going to get into the team. It just doesn't really make sense to me why we would do that. I'm just going to do a little flick through the squad here while I'm chatting nonsense. I just don't really see the point in us doing something like that because we're looking for someone to directly impact the team. If we can't find that target, then I don't think just bringing a body in really makes that much sense. So unfortunately, as annoying as it is, we don't manage to make a signing. But my next aim is to try and get Joe Gelhardt to re-sign. Like I said, don't have a lot of money. Hopefully we can get him to come down a little bit in his asking price, because 42 is not something that I can pay with a sign-on bonus or a high sign-on bonus. I'll give you 42 with 250. They're actually going to take that. Okay, well, we shuffle all of our money in, and arguably more important than the new signing, we get Joe Gelhardt on a new 4-year deal. So that will be very nice for us. Oh, Vertson's training's done. I can put. Why does it not notify you about this anymore? Let's take a look at the youth scout. I might end this episode here if I'm honest. As much as I am tempted to go on and play one of the other games, I think what I'll do before I do that, I can't call him up yet, right? He's too young, yeah. No one ready to call up just yet. I think what I'll do is we'll just check the calendar quickly and we'll see, because obviously, okay, we've got another game now got another game in February now. So I think that's fine. We play Manchester United twice in 1 month. So I think that's where we're going to leave this episode. It's a bit of a shorter one, but it just kind of, I think it's better than just shoehorning what would now be 5 games. We'll just play the 2 and do deadline day. I know it's a boring deadline day. I apologise for that, but we just simply did not have the money. I think Joe Gelhardt is re-signing for 4 years is better than bringing in just a random body anyway. But yeah, as you can see, we have Manchester United in the next round. So we play them twice in February, which should be interesting. But that is where we're going to leave this episode. We will finish it off still in 6th place. 45 points, I feel quite comfortable in saying now, if you look at the bottom, who are on 18 and 15, we are 30 points above Sheffield. So I think we're probably likely to stay up this season. If I had to really think about it, I think we're likely to stay up, and I think we can start maybe even at the halfway point or just over. Start maybe even think about trying to compete for Europe. Obviously, we don't have a deep squad. Only a couple of injuries could really hinder us. We've had a couple already to Dahoud and Stewart who have really hindered us, and Brownhill for a little bit. But I think maybe we can optimistically look towards Europe. I don't think it's likely to happen. We'll probably have a drop-off, like I always say. But we'll keep it in the back of our minds just in case. But that is going to be where we finish this episode. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified by when the next episode is available to you. And I hope to see you in it. Peace.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends